The physical successor to the Golf GTI, the first generation that was introduced some 42 years ago, is the 2018 Mark VII Golf GTI that we all know in North America. However, I submit that the spiritual successor to that wonderful little car is right here in front of you. The all-new 2018 Polo GTI. You know it's a GTI just by looking at it. That grille, the red line across the grille, and the headlights, the wheels, just the stance in general. I'm going to tell you about the drive in a few moments, but physically this car is only a little bit smaller than the Golf GTI, but it packs just as much performance and character. Let's take a quick look on the inside. It is a smaller car, so everything is a little bit smaller. The trunk is loaded now, but you can tell that it still has a decent amount of room for gear. I'm actually on my way to the airport right now, going back home, and I decided to take this little Polo for a ride. The back seat, it's more of a two-person affair. There's a lot of junk in there, you'll have to forgive me for that. The plaid, yes, the plaid. Sitting in the car, it's my driver's seat. Apparently I didn't close the trunk properly. Yeah, I don't know about the red. I'll leave that up to you. But my driving position, still a fair amount of legroom back here. Good elbow room. Headroom ain't bad either. It only has a reasonable sunroof, which is a good thing. It's a nice little car. Wait till I tell you about the drive. I am in Germany, so obviously I did push it somewhat. Yeah, that's the stuff. Manual adjustments. Yes, there's a wheel. There's a wheel. Where's the wheel? Okay. No, there it is. I am completely blind. Manual lumbar support. It is wonderful. Now there's that red trim. This red trim is included in all the Polo GTIs, regardless of the exterior color. I'm going to start it up. Hopefully it'll welcome me. Digital dash. This is more or less the same thing you find in the Golf GTI, Golf R, and the e-Golf. A little bit different in this car. You do have some physical, if you will, gauges on both sides. Wonderful large screen. You have all the connectivity you could possibly hope for. Simple HVAC controls. There's the DSG. Your drive modes right there. They show up here. It's very much like the GTI or even the All-Track. I'm an individual because I wanted the active chassis control to be left in normal because I'm an old man and I like wheel travel. That's steering wheel. Seriously though, if there was ever any doubt that the Polo GTI is a lesser car, my little romp on the Autobahn will prove otherwise. Check this out. There are those that might believe that a Polo GTI is a lesser car than a Golf GTI. But as I'm cruising in Germany now on the Autobahn, I can tell you that that is not the case. I just had it up to close to 180 kilometers an hour, and the car feels just as planted, as solid and stable as the bigger Golf does. As far as power is concerned, while I'm accelerating right now, the background's getting a little bit blurrier. Oh, look at that, 190. The 2-liter turbo engine in here, 200 horsepower, pulls beautifully, exactly what you would expect a top-line GTI car to do performance-wise. It's got a DSG 6-speed in the Polo GTI, and it, again, does exactly what it needs to do. Shifts seamlessly when you're just driving normally, and on the highway, it's always got you in the right gear when you want to throw down. There are a number of drive modes. Right now, I have it in individual. Suspension is set in comfort, and that's the way I absolutely love it. There's plenty of compliance in the dampers, and the chassis on this car is obviously extremely stiff, so there's a beautiful quality in the ride where you're not being thrown about when the road surface gets rough. But again, at speeds well above our normal North American speeds, the car just sits square. However, I must say that I feel like I'm sitting a little bit higher in the car than in a Golf GTI. Oh, here we go, it opens up. Let's see how fast it can get. Oh, we're gonna hit 200. There it is. Oh yeah. Polo GTI. Lovely little car. I won't say I wish we had it, but I wish we had it, but we won't get it. But that's okay, because we get a Golf GTI.